This is the Spiteful Break Van, and you're not listening to the Railway Series Book Club. Oh no. No, no!
So, since we've established a pattern with these episodes, I got a report on what toys I have with me right now. I have my Wooden Railway Douglas and Old Style James, as well as my Wooden Railway Spiteful Brake Van, accompanying me right now.
I think you mean NW Brake Van?
Yeah, I should have said that. I'm usually enough of a Poindexter to remember to call him NW Brake Van. I'm sorry for my crimes.
You should be.
You will not be forgiven.
Well,
I actually
it's still
don't have any of my Scots on my desk right now. I do have my Bachman Spiteful Brake Van, though.
That's awesome. I should have brought my Bachman Spiteful Brake Van. I mean, I was kind of going for a Wooden Railway theme right now, just because I've had motorized Donald with me, and then I had the Take Along twins, and now I have Wooden Railway Douglas. So I kind of figured it makes sense to kind of complete the trinity of major lines, but then that also means I'm intentionally leaving a Spiteful behind, which makes me sad because I love Bachman Spiteful.
Well, yeah,
it's maybe one of my favorite ever things.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what Donald would want, though. To leave
That's
him behind.
true. Yeah. I mean, Donald's not here though, so.
I've remembered this obscure Europe exclusive wooden set that's just Thomas, Mike, and the Spiteful Brake Van.
What a scuffed lineup!
That's
What the fuck was Learning Curve even doing for Europe and Oceanic regions? What were they doing? What were they thinking? Why did they do this?
What were they thinking?
What were they
thinking?
So I'm pretty sure this is a modified version of the set that was on all European train tables, which is this one, which also came with Mike for some reason.
Maybe they just had a surplus of Mike.
Oh god!
I was looking through my DMs a few nights ago, and I found an image that I'd sent to someone, which was it was that guy holding test tube meme, but it was the AVGN, and it was captioned "Finally, what they were thinking."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll ever stop taking us back to the past.
No, never.
It depends on what you mean by the past. By the way, I think we should introduce ourselves.
We should introduce ourselves. Welcome to the Railway Series Book Club, the podcast where we talk about the angry video game nerd. I am Jamie, the Queen of Sodor, pronouns she, her, and, I like women.
What the fuck?
That's all I have to say today about myself. I like women. I think women are awesome.
Something controversial yet so brave.
I think that's fucked up that you would say that.
Oh.
I'm Vivian. I'm a spooky ghost. Boo. I'm a little sleepy today, but yesterday I made a cool wooden railway layout.
Yay!
Whoever's editing, put the picture in.
It should be Andrew. Put the picture in, Andrew. Put it in.
Okay.
Put it in. Put it in.
Okay.
Put it in every time Jamie says put it in.
Okay.
Sponsored by Jet Fuel Tanker.
Anyway, I'm Andrew. Pronouns they, them. And as of the date that we're recording this, tomorrow's my birthday.
Hooray!
Yay! I'm really
I will
excited for your
become
birthday
very
party.
old.
I'm really excited for your birthday party at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
I did not book that. I did not voluntarily book that place.
Well, someone did.
Why not?
That's what was on the invite.
I didn't want to. Listen, I just think the pizza there is kind of mid and doesn't really justify the going to see Frederick.
That's a very hot take.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I do
yeah,
get
yeah.
it,
I'm gonna draw a lot of ire for this, actually.
After those old tweets surfaced, I feel like Freddy's just like,
I think
it's not cool to be
He
seen
didn't
with
really
him anymore.
He didn't really handle them very well either.
No.
He was quite reasonably asked for comment about it, and all he fucking said was, like, what the fuck kind of cop-out shit is that, man? Like, I understand that, like, not everybody can handle these sorts of things with grace. Like, it's quite a lot of pressure to put on somebody. But, like, just fucking, chuckling it off like it's nothing. Like, come on, man. At least, like make some effort to address it, What a shame. So, I'm going to be reaching out to my solicitors to cancel the birthday party there, and we're gonna have an awesome Duke Nukem themed birthday party at my house instead.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be gaming.
Mean you lost the baby? Go find it.
Oh shit! They've put up Resurrection of the Daleks on the YouTube channel, the official classic Doctor Who YouTube channel. All right. Okay.
Speaking of classics, Break Van.
Break Van.
That was a very pained transition, but you know what? Anyway, this is my favorite story in the book.
Jamie's always had a rough transition to story 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, well. This story follows on quite neatly from the previous one, actually, which,
It does.
I think this is the... No. Duck and the Diesel Engine does this quite well, as well.
Yeah?
Sort of having it be, like, feel a lot more like a continuous sequence of events. But where with Duck and the Diesel Engine, it was just stories 2, 3, and 4. It's stories 1 through 3 with this book. And it's also kind of interesting that this story is based I think the climax of the story is based a little bit more on logic than an actual event.
Yeah, it
Whereas
definitely is.
The actual event is partway through.
Yeah.
Also, something I think we all kind of forgot to talk about with Missing Coach was that it was fairly common practice for like engines of the same class to have like different components swapped out from each other, like tenders, fucking boilers, safety valves, fucking anything. It makes sense, but like just. I saw the Real Stories database bring that up today when I was looking into the details of the incident that inspired Donald's crash, and it made me go, oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Doing the research with all of your knowledges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm something of a Poindexter myself.
I love being a Poindexter.
You would.
You got the dud! Looks just like you, Poindexter.
Break Van is one of my all-time favorite episodes. Like, I loved it ever since I was a kid because of the TV episode, as, mentioned in every single fucking Twin Engines episode we've done so far.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk about it too much because we're going to have to talk about it on the actual pages, but I love this story. I want to say that the punny name is responsible for a bunch of people calling and spelling the actual piece of rolling stock as break van as in breaking something rather than break van as in breaking to a stop. But like being so real, people are so illiterate nowadays that people would probably like be making that spelling mistake even without this pun title putting the influence out there.
It
That said,
doesn't
the
help,
pun is very
though.
good.
Yeah,
It doesn't help.
I would argue that it definitely did contribute to it.
Do we have anything else we want to say before we begin the story?
I don't think so.
Not that I can think of. Yeah, no. I love this episode. I had this on like VHS tape. The Thomas and his friends get along one or help
Thomas
out?
and his
Help
friends?
Out. It's on Help Out.
It's on Help Out.
You know,
Yeah,
as
okay.
I have mentioned last time.
Yeah, that
'Cause
that
this
was
is also
that was
where
the one
I
I got
had
from the
it.
charity shop.
You got Thomas
day.
and his friends?
Yeah, and they help out.
Crazy.
Holy fuck.
Crazy talk.
Yeah, they start like helping out all over those guys, and like
It's awesome.
My favorite
It's
part of
peak
Thomas
fiction.
and Friends Help Out is when they say it's helping time and then they help all over the place.
tomorrow I'll mail you. The Fat Controller scolded both engines severely. There must be no more tricks, he said. I shall be watching you both. I have to decide which of you is to stay. He strode away. The twins looked glum. Neither wanted to stay without the other. They said so. And what is to do? Wondered Douglas. Oh, said Donald, each one be as good as the other. Soon I'll have to keep us both. Their plan was good. They had reckoned without a spiteful brake van. Look at this smug piece of shit.
The Spiteful Brake Van! Woohoo!
Yeah!
Yeah,
The
baby!
spiteful brake van is real.
Do you think
It's
he has a
real.
name?
No, I think
No.
it's just spiteful.
If you want to give him a name, it's probably like Spike or something.
Splomp.
That's too cool for this guy.
Splomp.
Well, he's a Spike in Donald's. He's a Spike in both twins' side.
I'm
That
going.
is true.
His name is Splomp. S-P-L-O-M-P. Splomp.
I'm not calling him that.
I'm not calling him that either. Normally, I would do that, but like, for some reason, I feel like this silly name is less fitting. I don't know.
It's less fitting. He's just spiteful.
If I'll call him Gregory.
We'll workshop something better.
If you want to
So,
give
like-
us a name suggestion, join the Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord. And subscribe to the Patreon if you desired.
This is a good opener, you know, continuing on from where the last story left off.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, the twins making their little game plan only for there to be a hater in their midst. You know.
Hater detected. Hater detected.
You know, honestly, though, like, on this page, I mostly have, like, TV show thoughts, because, like, for as much as we bemoaned the last couple episodes, the fact that Hello Twins was cut from the season, I do admire their attempts to squeeze as much of that story into the first few seconds of the episode as possible. Like, oh, these are the twin engines, these are their names, they are supposed to be only one, but since they're confusing dipshits, the Fat Controller is gonna kill one. And, like, it's kind of funny, in a way.
Yeah.
Like,
The Fat Controller
Fucking
playing
Any
Russian
percent
roulette.
speedrun shit.
and yeah, like, it's like I'm saying all the time on this podcast. Season 2 of Thomas the Tank Engine is just an any percent speed run of the rest of the Revs books. Like,
Yeah.
and it really shows here.
They didn't even get the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
They
they
didn't even
didn't.
get the record. It's fucked up. I do wonder what the beginning of the episode would have been if they hadn't shit-canned Hello Twins, though. Like, would it just be, like, word for word, or would they have, like, done something different?
I expect it might have been something to the tune of, Donald and Douglas were in trouble. The Fat Controller spoke to them severely. And then it would have... the "there must be no more tricks" line would have been would have had like a clunky amount of exposition from Hello Twins.
There must be no more tricks like the one you pulled with the missing coach.
There must be no more tricks like the one that you pulled where you swapped the tenders to avoid the missing coach, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
We weren't trying to avoid the coach. We knew where it was. Shut up.
I can't help but be reminded of like the the like ironic titular movie lines thing, where it's like the title drop, but like it's very obviously like forced in. And there's a shitpost one where it's Blade Runner, but like it's the he say you Blade Runner line, but it's like the fucking name of the file. Shit like that.
I have a thought about the US version of the TV episode too, which is that I think it's interesting that it retains the break van terminology for Spiteful, because like it wasn't unknown for them to call break vans cabooses back in the day, and I'm kind of surprised they didn't even go for like a centrist position where they called it a break car, like they did with Bruno and All Engines Go. Like, it's just straight up break van, just the British term, and I think that's interesting.
It makes me happy, however, because the term break car makes me want to kill someone.
It truly is the worst of both worlds.
Yeah. And this is why centrism gets you nowhere.
Yeah, this is why centrism sucks ass. Be a socialist.
If you are a centrist, make a fucking decision.
Yeah.
Preferably a good one.
Yes.
Fuck the Democratic Party. Be a socialist.
So true. So real.
Yeah. God, I'm just looking at Spiteful, and like,
he's looking at you.
Now he's looking at the twins.
I do think it is so fucking funny that, like, he's just a generic break van in the show, but then they made the Railway Series version of him for the wooden railway toy for some reason.
Because it's
and
more
then they used that as the inspiration for the large-scale normal break van in Bachman's range. And then when that sold like shit, they put the Spiteful face on it. And then they imported that to HO, so there's kind of like...
Yeah, they did that.
Like, that whole weird telephone game with Bachman's Spiteful break-in is maybe my favorite thing, because it kind of turned him into, like, the best design ever, which is... Yeah. He is the BR-20 ton from the show, but also he has, like, the nice, like, lettering and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's ideal to me, the way that has worked out.
So,
and I hope that if Spiteful ever appears in anything ever again, I hope they just canonize the Bachman look to be what he looks like.
This is maybe a dumb question, but, like, I genuinely don't think I've ever seen a single picture of him. Do people own G-scale versions of Spiteful? Because, like, do those exist? Is he in the world?
Yeah, they do.
I'm pretty sure he's in fucking Caver Keith's videos.
No, I don't think he is.
I mean, he might be. I've definitely seen people, like, there's this one fucking guy that'll occasionally review G-scale trains, and he has a Bachman Spiteful. I'll fucking pull that up for you.
So I'm pretty sure Caver Keith has the generic one, because I've never seen him use Spiteful.
I mean, maybe he just had it turned around.
Well, no, because the whole video was about, like, the Fat Controller saying that they have to use brake fans now. And Thomas is like, I don't want to use a brake fan. This thing's fucking stupid.
Well, shit, I guess he doesn't.
Yeah, here we go. This fucker.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he has him now, but he's not shown up if he does.
You know, something I've just found about the story, by the way, is that the Scholastic 2-in-1 books that I was on about before last week.
Yeah?
They hyphenate brake van in the title.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes. Welcome back to the Railway Series Hyphen Club, where we talk about the hyphens in the Railway Series story titles.
Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
Otherwise, you're talking about a guy called Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's not John C. Spider-Man.
And frankly, isn't that amazing?
Average Spider-Man.
He is not amazing, he is not spectacular, he is not astonishing, he is not even web of!
He is just...
He could be ultimate.
He's not ultimate anything. Kidding me? Nah, mate, nah.
Spectacular
Anyway,
Spider-Man.
Before we move on to the next page, I'd like to say that I don't remember who it was, but somebody some years ago pointed out to me that the Spiteful Break fan, at least in this picture, looks like Jack Nicholson, and I really haven't been able to unsee it since.
Oh my god, he does, doesn't he?
Who's that again?
He was the Jelker in 1989 Batman.
Yeah, the Jonker.
And he was in The Shining. Lots and lots of films. He's
the Here's Johnny guy, right?
Yeah, he's the Here's Johnny guy.
Okay.
So I have more experience with The Simpsons. I think it was a Treehouse of Horror version of The Shining than the actual Shining.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're an uncultured swine.
Do you want to get sued? No, I would say that having seen the Treehouse of Horror one is quite cultured, actually. Because that's got the funny Homer scream.
Yeah.
Literally generational. Literally generation defining.
And the really funny opening where they just leave Grandpa at a gas station and don't go back for him.
Yeah!
Fucked up.
The van had taken a dislike to Douglas. Things always went wrong when he had to take it out. Then his trains were late, and he was blamed. Douglas began to worry. "You're a muckle nuisance," said Donald one day. "It's to leave you behind I'd be wanting." "You can't," said the van. "I'm essential." "Och, are you?" Donald burst out. "You're nothing but a screeching and a noise when all's said and done. Spike doggy, would you? Take that!" "Ow, ow, ow!" cried the van. "Hold your wheesht," said Donald severely. "There's more coming should you misbehave."
So
Violence is the solution! Yay!
Yay!
Okay. Let's kill this guy. Let's kill him. Let's beat him to death with hammers.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite moments of the whole book. And honestly, the TV show makes it better with all the season 2-ness of it. Because, like, you get the Jaws music with the Spiteful Break fan. And you get to see, like, and it's in, like, kind of, like, the fucking grungy, dingy atmosphere of it all. And you get to actually see Donald wind up and fucking slam into him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's great. It's real good.
And the way the van just rolls, like, no one fucking stops it either. Like, that's just...
just fucking goes.
I think it would have been significantly funnier if there was a delete, like, if we had, like, a blooper of it just fucking toppling over.
That would have been
like,
really
just
funny.
going off the set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spike
The story in
would
general...
take that. Ow, fuck!
Ow.
The story in general showcases my favorite thing about Donald and Douglas as characters, which is just they go to such extreme lengths to help others. Like that's their defining characteristic to me, and
Especially
this is by
each
far
other.
the most extreme example where Donald is straight up decking Spiteful for sabotaging his brother.
Yeah. It's really, really great stuff. I tell you what, I remember when the slap happened at the Oscars a few years ago. I made an edit of it using the Willie Rushton audio.
Spike Dougie, would ye? Take that! Ow, ow, ow! Cried the van. Hold your wheesht, said Donald severely. There's more coming if you misbehave.
Remember that tweet from, like, after it happened that was like, he could have killed him. That's what the other trucks were fucking thinking seeing that shit happen.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Oh my god.
So, I
He
think
could have killed him. That's
I think-
pure out of control rage and violence. Yes?
I think the disease is finally taking hold of my brain, because when you said the slap, my first thought was the panel from Archie Sonic.
So, sorry.
Mhm.
You're saying that as if the disease is finally taking hold? Like as if just now it's consumed your brain?
Yeah, like, you're saying this shit as if you wouldn't have said this 2 years ago.
Yeah. Like,
Let me pretend I had dignity.
Never.
No.
You have never once had dignity, and everything you have ever done is proof of that.
Okay, wow, fuck you.
Agreed.
Also,
Fuck you.
I'd like to very quickly share something that isn't very interesting, but is always on my mind with this story.
Mm-hmm.
Which is... So, I had Break Van as a kid. I had the episode.
Yeah.
And when... In the opening with the, things always went wrong when he had to take it out, I didn't realize that it was talking about when Douglas takes the van on a train. I thought it was just talking about the van verbally abusing Douglas. Just like...
Yeah,
He's
I never
just
quite
sitting
understood that
there
either
and
for the
Douglas
longest
goes
time.
by and he's just like, fuck you!
Fuck you, you fucking dick.
You fucking dick! Always naysaying!
Yeah, I've just been scrolling the wiki to see if I can find a specific image, which I did find, thankfully. But, like, there's a point of trivia on here that says, the Spiteful Breakfan's number is a nod to the superstition about the number 13 being unlucky, as seemingly
it?
every engine who pulls him has bad luck. I'm gonna need a big fat citation needed right there.
Okay, drop the crack pipe.
Yeah, that's the number on the brake van, and that's the number on the Audrey model that it's based on. I forgot to fucking say last page, but ever since, like, the Audrey model started getting posted more by the Narrow Gauge Railway Museum, I noticed that there's, like, this one really fucked up brake van that looks exactly like Spiteful, down to the numbers and everything. So I'm guessing that was probably provided to Kenny as, like, an illustration reference. And I quite like it. I quite like how shit it is. And I think it's fun that it's drawn off of a real piece of rolling stock Audrey had. Well, splice it into the episode.
This is why they should have put Old King Cole in the books.
True.
Yeah.
Or Elsie.
Elsie would have been good.
Get rid of Victoria, we don't need her. Put Elsie in.
If there's anything you should replace Victoria with, it would just be the Quarryman's coach.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I care not for the Quarryman's coach, and I care very deeply for Elsie.
Yeah. And I understand. However, the thing is, so Elsie's a luggage van, and the Quarryman's coach is a coach, which, I think doesn't really need emphasizing. But
It's a what?
you never know.
I never knew the Quarryman's coach was a coach.
I'm just as shocked as
I
you.
thought it was a coal wagon.
Nope.
Each lump of coal gets its own seat, or whatever the fuck they say in that Samson episode.
Not exactly.
Truly fucked up.
Idea of luxury. I think that, like, the supreme ideal is just having Toby, Henrietta, Quarryman's coach, and Elsie on the train.
See, I don't really like Quarryman's coach that much. Like,
Why not?
I feel like when you start adding additional passenger coaches to Toby, it just feels a little wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I like Hannah, but I definitely would never ever want Hannah to be a regular part of Toby's train.
I don't think Toby would want Hannah to be a regular part of his train.
Yeah.
Like,
So what you're saying is you really want Toby and Henrietta to be monogamous.
Well, I mean, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Like, okay. Elsie feels like she slots in more naturally to me.
I mean,
Is the best way I
yeah,
can
that makes
describe it.
sense, because she also is Wisbeach stock.
Like that, and I feel like, Toby and Henrietta are a pair, and I feel like putting someone in who does the same thing Henrietta does kind of negates that in my mind. Whereas Elsie is like, she's not encroaching on Henrietta's territory.
But, like, functionally, it's just room for more people to get on.
It is. But consider, I'm weird. I'm a
You are
weirdo.
weird.
I don't
You are a
fit
weirdo.
in. Riverdale joke.
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. I haven't actually heard
Danny,
that.
don't
I
you
don't
have
fit
a
in.
song
I don't
ever.
want to fit in. The image of, you know what? No.
Orange guy
keep it,
image.
keep it.
Just making sure I don't fit in.
Just rubbing on my yellow leg. The van behaved better after that. Douglas's trains were punctual, and the twins felt better. Then Donald had an accident. He backed into a siding. The rails were slippery. He couldn't stop in time and crashed through the buffers into a signal box. One moment the signalman was standing on the stairs. The next he was sitting on the coal in Donald's tender. He was most annoyed. "You clumsy great engine," he stormed. "Now you must stay there. You've damaged my points. It serves you right for spoiling my nice new signal box."
I had no control over this.
I love the way the signalman speaks here. Like, it's real funny. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but just the way he talks as if he's been mildly inconvenienced when it's like, oh,
Yeah,
the signal box has been hit.
See,
They
I
hit
think,
the fucking
they
Pentagon.
hit the fucking signal box.
I think the signalmen are some really funny, understated characters in these books.
They really
Yeah.
are.
I'm so excited to get to stow it, or I'll take my tin opener to you.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I will say, though, something that was made better by adaptation, and, maybe makes up a little bit for the fact that the signalman stuff didn't make it in, is Ringo Starr laughing as he says, "The van behaved better after that."
Yeah.
His little chuckle.
It's real good.
It was a banger. So I mentioned earlier that only one part of this story is based on a real event, and it was this incident, which happened in London. According to the Real Stories database, which I will just be reading straight from because I couldn't be bothered to reword it in my notes. On the 20th of July, 1959, the driver of Jubilee number 45730 Ocean was backing down from St. Pancras Station to the MPD at Kentish Town when he missed a signal at danger. To protect the main line, the points had been set to a short dead-end spur, resulting in the engine colliding tender first into the signal box. Hand signaling was in force into and out of St. Pancras for several days until the signal box could be repaired.
Also, can I just say,
Specifically- Hi?
Donald looks so fucking sad.
Oh, just you wait
does.
to the next page. Here, he kind of just looks a bit bewildered.
What the fuck?
Oh shit! Is that what happened?
Oh.
Well, I mean, shit.
Doc, I'm trying to shunt, but I'm
Oops.
dummy thick, and the clap of my tender keeps destroying the signal
my-
box.
Plop on my cheek.
God should kill you.
If God kills me, you're shit out of luck for somewhere to stay next week.
Yeah. I only ever really see people talk about or share around the image of what inspired the incident, and not just the actual story behind it. So it's good to catch people up.
I like it, the train.
It is.
if you learned something so far in this episode, join our Patreon. Give us money.
Yay, join the Patreon and the Discord.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are going to be bonus episodes on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't checked where the poll...
the viewer or supporter, will choose.
Yeah, I haven't checked where the pulse currently stands on the bonus episode. Last time I checked, Thomas and Trevor was in the lead. I don't think it's moved since then. We'll have to see real quick. Let me
What is
check.
it going up against, Jamie?
Well, the options are Thomas and Trevor or Thomasaurus Rex.
Wow.
Right now, Thomasaurus Rex, still, we're still at 2-1. 2-1 in favor of Thomas and Trevor. So if you want us to do Thomasaurus Rex instead, you better fucking join the Patreon at $5 a month or more and cast your vote.
Make your voice heard, Thomasaurus Rex enjoyers.
If Thomasaurus
Participate in democracy.
If Thomasaurus Rex doesn't win,
I
we're
love
going to
democracy.
destroy every single copy of it on the planet, and then you're never going to be allowed to talk about it ever again.
Exactly.
Yes, Gordon, even you. The Fat Controller was cross too. I'm disappointed, Donald, he said. I did not expect such clumsiness from you. I had decided to send Douglas back and keep you. I'm sorry, sir. But Donald didn't say what he was sorry for. But we know, don't we? I should think so too, went on the Fat Controller indignantly. You have upset my arrangements. It is most inconvenient. Now James will have to help with the goods work, while you have your tender mended. James won't like that.
I love arrangements and most inconvenience being capitalized.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
maybe the best thing ever. Like,
Classic bit of Audrey capitalization for emphasis.
classic bit of Audrey posting.
Yeah.
I also...
He was posting, man.
I don't know why they didn't retain the thing about Donald not saying what he was sorry for in the episode, because there's a lot of dead air in that scene in the TV episode. There was probably plenty of room for them to include it. So I don't know why they didn't. But it's one of my favorite little bits in this story. I have a lot of favorite little bits in this story. But this is another one of my favorite little bits because like this is a nice little thing to chew on, you know? You know.
Yeah.
You know.
It adds a lot more depth to the twins debacle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I need to put it out there into the world because I'm never going to be able to stop thinking about it if I don't. But
Okay.
when you said he was posting, my first thought was, damn, did you see the Supernatural finale? That guy went to super hell. That shit's fucked.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
I'm a big fan of Castiel.
Love that guy.
That's not a guy, that's a yaoi ship. You fucking fake fan.
No, Castiel is the man. He's part of the ship.
Yeah, Death Steel is the ship.
Oh, okay, I got
You got it
must
twisted.
have
To
gotten
the
my
contraption, separate
I must
Audrey.
have- I must have
You will
gotten
be
my
going-
signals crossed.
You will be going into the contraption Scarborough fashion.
Oh god,
Dear.
that's the most fucked up way to enter the contraption.
Yeah, walking backwards. Sorry,
Anyway,
there's a Wikipedia page for Death Steel, by the way, guys. In case
That's awesome.
In case anybody was curious, an actual fucking Wikipedia page.
That's awesome. Anyway, it makes sense the Fat Controller was planning on sending Douglas back at this point, because, like, you know, on top of
You already
being the
figured it
face
out.
of the whole missing coach debacle, it would also save the painters a job, because they wouldn't have to renumber the engine they literally just painted a 10 onto into being 9 instead. Although,
Yeah.
actually, you know, I guess Maybe they wouldn't even have to do that. They just swap tenders again.
Now I know I said you're not allowed to do this anymore, but, well, Douglas, I'm sending you to your death, so do it anyway.
Do it again.
Well, no, it's Donald I'm sending to his death.
I think.
Maybe.
Was it Douglas?
Which one's which?
Hold on, I need to...
God, I hate these fucking twins.
Fuck this.
That's why he gave them nameplates, is because he could never figure out which one was which.
Yeah. Literally. I have more to say about it on the next page, but I do really like James won't like that.
Yeah. That was quite funny.
What
Like,
does
you know,
James
he's like-
like?
You know, he
Himself.
cock.
That too.
Those are basically the same thing.
I mean, yeah. He is a cock.
Yeah?
Anyhow, I like Audrey's word choice on this page. Specifically that, like, you know, the like, immediately after Donald, you know, says he's sorry, but possibly to Douglas. The Fat Controller is indignant about it. He's kind of in the wrong here, and Audrey's sort of gently nudging us to that.
Yeah.
To that conclusion, even.
James, you're a dick. You are what you eat, Gordon. Okay, that was kind of
Well,
sick.
I never...
That was kind of sick.
Thanks, I worked really hard at it.
Oh, God.
If only you'd worked harder at going up hills. Okay, fuck you.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Not anymore.
Next page.
I
Yes.
just... I remembered it earlier, and then I looked over at my desk and I saw my Taken Place Samson, so I once again remembered the... I don't know if you were there for it, Andrew, but the bit that was like, just because I pissed myself once, everyone thinks I'm going to do it again.
I was not there for that.
Samson, shouldn't you piss in a urinal? No, Harvey. I'll piss
No,
wherever I
Harvey,
want.
we don't need that.
I'll piss anywhere I like. Anyway, we can move on.
Time to take a piece. The Fat Controller was right. James grumbled dreadfully. Anyone would think, said Douglas, that Donald had his accident on purpose. You know, I heard tell, he went on, about an engine and some tar wagons. Gordon and Henry chuckled. Shut up, said James. It's not funny. Well, said Douglas innocently. Surely, James, it wasna you. You didn't say. James didn't say. He was sulky next morning and wouldn't steam properly. When at last he did start, he bumped the trucks hard. He's cross, snickered the spiteful brake van. We'll try to make him crosser still.
I do find it interesting how every other brake fan in the series is portrayed as, like, helpful and kind, and, you know, generally on the same side as the engines, and then this guy is just a fucking hater.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's nice.
it's
But also,
interesting.
you know, this is the first character brake van we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I think
it's
sets up
interesting
an
that there's all
interesting-
sorts on the brake fans.
Yeah, like I think it sets up the precedent, which Toad later subverts.
Mm. Toad does subvert the precedent by aiding in a murder, but
Yeah.
Well,
Well, he doesn't do it out of malice, does? Okay, well, he kind of does it out of malice.
a little.
I mean, he's definitely...
There's malice
Toad definitely
involved,
has
but,
more
like,
malice
it's
in
like-
that situation than Oliver does. Oliver is kind of stupid. He probably didn't realize he was going into that committing a murder.
No.
Toad masterminded the whole thing.
Well, see, thing is, I don't think Toad went into that thinking it would be a murder either.
See, I feel like Toad is smart enough to have figured out what was going to happen. Oliver definitely isn't.
Yeah. Speaking
Well,
of characters who aren't
Toad
terribly...
doesn't have fucking like what the shit was it? The psychic thing, you know, where you, the future vision. Toad
Precognition?
Yeah, precognitive visions. That just
Of David
that still
Mitton.
doesn't quite feel right. Yes. He didn't That's So Raven that shit. All right, like.
That's so Toad.
I mean, you say that, but I do kind of feel like Toad heard Scruffy singing songs about Oliver and was like, I need this bitch dead.
Clairvoyance is the term I was looking for.
Anyway, speaking of characters who aren't terribly smart, I love James's involvement in this story.
Yes. James is so good.
James is really good. I love everything about it. Like, you know, James won't like that. James didn't like that.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Like,
I love James
just-
didn't say.
yeah,
Yeah.
James also didn't say.
He's kind of just getting shit on this whole fucking book, but like
Yeah.
it's really funny
He's
when he is.
he's been in the story for one fucking page, and he's just being clowned on relentlessly.
See, I think it's so funny. I don't think James has a single win in this series past his own book.
Not really, no.
I mean, he pulls the circus train, I guess.
He pulls a circus train.
Yeah,
You know,
Like,
I also
That's-
quite...
that's the most that a clown should get.
Every other time that James appears, he's taking the L.
Yeah.
You know, like it's I am kind of, you know, more or less on the side of people who are like, it'd be nice to have some stories where James gets the win for once just because it's so played
Yeah.
out. But on the other hand, it's so fun when he fucks up.
Yeah.
Like-
James is a very particularly funny punch
The
bag.
reason that James always fails is that it's really funny when James fails.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, like, the key difference between the two is that Gordon has more graces to fall on.
Yeah. Whereas James is the most graceless fucking being on Earth.
Yeah. James is just a
It's
sad
actu-
little wet rag.
It's actually
Yeah.
impressive that he has less grace than Duncan.
Yeah, that's true. We saw that last
You know.
book.
Speaking of graces, it's nice that Douglas is able to have a laugh with Gordon and Henry at James's expense, despite having threatened them a story ago. Like, Douglas is just that likable. He's the guy.
He's integrated himself into the friend group.
Yeah, and he's done it
Yeah.
in such a way where he's not an absolute tool, like has happened with James and Henry.
He's done it in such a way where he's immediately taken James's spot.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're
Alright,
so
come,
much
that's
fucking
enough.
cooler than this one.
All right, new James.
I don't.
How
I
do you like being painted red?
I don't really. I don't.
No, I don't think I want that.
I don't want to be
Oh, well.
James.
Oh well, that's
Well,
very
you've lost
nice.
some
new
James points there, but that's fine.
I wouldn't want to be James either. I'm feeling really,
know-
really prosecuted in the workplace today.
Doesn't matter. Anyway,
we were talking earlier about how it's interesting Spiteful's, like, you know, on the troublesome side and is, like, going after characters. Everybody really likes pairing Spiteful up with Douglas specifically, for obvious reasons because of the story. But I think Spiteful becomes a more splashable character when you realize that, you know, even if he has a specific grudge against Douglas, he's also just a troublesome guy in general. In my opinion, more people need to work him into, like, Scruffy's organized truck crime structure. Like, you know...
True.
Like, he should be on an enforcer on the same level as Fred and Rickety.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm once again going to bring back my pitch of CGI Spiteful Break Fan, where every season there's a single episode of him doing Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner bits trying to kill Douglas.
Yeah, like, that... Like, that's like the single best thing they could do with him, is instead of making his fucking slaughter at the end of this episode a one-off, just make it a running gag.
Yeah.
Make it funny. I think that it's the single best thing they could ever do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's...
That's something I wanted to do with Somewhere in England.
They should do... They should do like, if that was a thing, they should have done an episode where he just gives up going after Douglas and goes after James instead, and it somehow goes even worse.
Yeah!
And
He
that
just picks
could
a guy
be the
to
James
hate
gets
that
the win
day.
story.
Yeah, James gets the win!
James gets the win because he's going up against Sodor's most miserable, pathetic little fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, consider. This version of Spiteful teamed up with Workshops 199. The two greatest failures.
Yeah. But, like, even Spamcan doesn't quite like him?
Yeah!
Yeah, like, Spamcan's like a very big modern Diesel, and I think this, like, rickety-ass Break Fan would kind of be, like, not his first choice in terms of guys he'd want to hang out with.
Alright, listen.
Listen, I appreciate that you always put him out for those steamers, but...
I just think that we should see other troublemakers.
You're a
No,
bit
come
too
on,
old for my
please.
liking.
I've put a really big spring in the fucking turntable, and when Douglas comes along, he's going to go spring up in the air. It's going to be really funny.
Okay, do all this really spiteful break fit.
Come on, I really need your fucking help on this one, please. I'm fucking desperate.
Well, I can't locomote. I can't move by myself. You're gonna have to install that spring all by yourself. Oh, come on!
Oh god. I just... Somebody
Right
please
now, I feel like...
start writing the Spiteful Break Fan as Sodor's most pathetic sopping wet cat. We need it.
Because, like, Spamcan is the pathetic sopping wet cat that just inexplicably shows up.
Yes.
The Spiteful Break Fan is a Sodor resident.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I feel like...
He is constant.
I feel like in my hypothetical of this reality, he's also just very frequently hanging out with, like, Fred. Like, not Scruffy, because Scruffy doesn't have time for him. Just Fred.
Just Fred.
Yeah.
Maybe Rickety.
And Fred isn't even really all that interested.
No.
Yeah.
It's just that he keeps getting shunted into the same part of the yard, and so he has to be involved.
Hey.
Oh, God.
So,
Do we have anything else about this page?
I don't think so.
been on any cool trains lately?
I'm
Yes,
going
I
to
do,
kill
actually.
Douglas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great, man. Can you talk to me later?
What? No, you're right here.
Yeah, listen, man. I just
care.
later. Okay.
When later?
I'm busy right now. I don't have time to deal with this.
You're not moving. You're
You've
just
just been shunted away, you know.
Yeah,
been
yeah,
loaded.
that's what I'm busy with.
Look, just stop. Okay, just stop.
Kill yourself.
what?
So, interesting thing about this page is that this picture was used in the surprise packet's "How Sharp Are Your Eyes" leaflet, which was, it was the spot the things wrong with these illustrations, and incidentally, it was the only one of the 4 pictures chosen that wasn't illustrated by Dalby.
Interesting.
And according to Audrey, it was a boy aged 5 who wrote to him and pointed out that James and the brake van have no lamps.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are my lamps? Where are they gone?
James will be running lights since he's running around the train, and the brake van will have 2 lamps on each side. Well,
Yeah.
2 lamps, 1 on each side, because that was, I believe that was standard practice for goods which were mostly unfitted.
Okay. So,
Huh?
just quick thing.
Ah.
Does he have a face at both ends like Boko?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Or
He
It's hard
doesn't
to
have
tell.
2 faces. He has a face where it needs to show up.
yeah, I mean that's how it works. Yeah. That is.
Oh,
When
wait,
people say 2 faces, they are talking about that, but just not good at it.
no. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
just
checked.
I just think that people try to codify it too much.
I've checked the
Yeah.
illustrations, and I can tell from the position of his chimney. No, his face doesn't even move. It's just
see,
that he rotates 360
yeah, he
degrees.
rotates.
Yeah.
Also, something else about the picture, I noticed that the truck on the bottom right is shock fitted because it's got the spring along the chassis.
Oh. Interesting.
What does that
I
mean?
wonder what it's for.
It's basic. I don't know all the details, but it's wagons that are designed to handle extra shock absorption when carrying loads like glasswares and such. I believe that's what it entails. I don't know if I think I'm really oversimplifying it. People, if anybody in the Discord knows more about wagons than I do and can tell me, that would be greatly appreciated. Now then. On to
Let's
the next
go
page.
home.
Just like Thomas.
Just like Thomas.
Just like friendships. "Hold back," whispered the van to the trucks. "Hold back," giggled the trucks to each other. James did his best, but he was exhausted when they reached Edward's station. Luckily, Douglas was there. "Help me up the hill, please," panted James. "These trucks are playing tricks." "We'll show them," said Douglas grimly. Come on, puffed James crossly. Get moving, you! Get moving, you! Puffed Douglas from behind. Slowly but surely, the snorting engines forced the unwilling trucks up the hill.
James
Snorting
begging
snort.
for Douglas's help with the trucks, despite the earlier humiliation. It's just everything to me.
Yeah.
Rereading the story kind of makes me wish there was more James Douglas content out there, to be honest.
I just wish there was more Douglas
I-
content, period.
I mean, more Douglas content, period, but, James and Douglas as a pairing, I think, is really good.
Yeah,
I think there needs to be more James Douglas after this.
I agree.
I think... Are they yaoi? I think they're yaoi.
They could be, if you want them to be.
Yeah, fuck it. Peg will make phone calls. Who gives a shit anymore?
Yeah, there we go. That's my attitude.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
James and Henry Yowie is that hits a little harder to me. That fills more niches in my mind.
I don't know. It's like, to me, James and Douglas is like, I mean, it is built on, like, this sequence and nothing else. But, like, to me, it's a compelling one because it's like, James is having a terrible day and is kind of mad because Douglas was, like, fucking making jokes at his expense. But then, like, James comes in begging for his help and he's like, of course, man, I'll help you out. Don't worry about it. We'll show them. And I think there's something there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just Fujo brained.
Maybe you are. I kind of see it as just like James like begging the first engine he sees to help.
That is true. If Edward was there instead of Douglas, he probably would have begged Edward for help the same way.
Yeah. Edward was probably like at his little platform hiding behind the station building or maybe in his yard.
Yeah.
Where he heard them.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that when Edward doesn't want to do banking work, he just has a comically large sleeping mask he puts on.
Yeah. Oh god, James is coming. I don't have a James interaction in me today. I'm going to pretend to be asleep.
I can't do this today. I think he has like a big like cardboard cutout
Of himself?
that plays like of himself. With like a voicemail message that plays through a shitty speaker.
Hello. If you're seeing this right now, that means I can't bank today. Good luck.
See, I'm just imagining a cardboard cutout of a picture of the yard that he hides behind, which because all the other engines are idiots and none of them ever notice.
No, that's even better.
That's so good.
It's just like really shittily painted by Charlie and Sid. Like, they're very clearly terrible.
Like it's some like Wile E. Coyote shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Edward's not here.
Oh,
wow.
Alright. Douglas! Douglas, I need you!
You what? You what? Sorry.
And then Douglas looks over and he can see Edward.
You tell
So,
him I'll
something-
fucking kill you.
Something interesting about book versus TV here. When in the book, when Douglas says we'll show them, he says it grimly. But in the episode, he's wearing a smiling face. Honestly, I think I kind of prefer the TV episode take. Because, like, I think it kind of adds to the tension of the sequence if Douglas is going into it feeling perfectly fine. Only to fuck
he
it all
goes
up.
in like gung-ho about it.
Yeah, as opposed to being, like, kind of grim and determined, which kind of makes it seem like what might happen might be on purpose. Which I don't, I feel like would be a valid take, but it's not my preferred take.
I don't think Douglas is a killer.
He's not.
I don't think so either. I think, I don't think Douglas even realizes the brake van's there till, he gets to the back of the train.
Yeah, like,
And there's like a not quite wrong trousers, good grief, it's you moment, but like it's you.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course
like,
you're fucking here. Why wouldn't you be here?
The twins are not the kind of
Cause it's
engines
this
who would tell the others what's happening, so there's no way James told him which van he was using, because it wouldn't be relevant.
Yeah. Just that, these trucks are playing tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
And he knows
Spiteful
that.
and Old Grump ever explored each other's bodies?
Another thing about the TV episode is that they excised the puffing chants the engines have in this page, which I think is a shame, because I quite like these puffing chants. Especially James's, because, like, it...
Come on.
Like, come on! Like, that's, like an engine slipping as it tries to start, and I quite like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I still like the banking sequence in the TV show. I think it's a scene I've always admired since my childhood.
Yeah.
I do think it plays out a bit faster than I'd like. It might just be because they ate up a bunch of time with like 15 seconds of James puffing by with no dialogue earlier in the episode. Like, ideally, it'd be nice to give this scene more room to breathe in an adaptation. But, it's still okay.
It's still serviceable. It still does what the story sets out to do.
Yeah.
But James was losing steam. "I can't do it! I can't do it!" he panted. "Lay it to me! Lay it to me!" shouted Douglas. He pushed and he puffed so furiously that sparks leapt from his funnel. "Oh, groaned the van. "I wish I'd never thought of this." It was squeezed between Douglas and the trucks. "Go on! Go on!" it screamed, but they took no notice. The guard was anxious. "Go steady!" he yelled to Douglas. "The van's breaking!" It was too late. The guard jumped as the van collapsed. He landed safely on the side of the line.
I love the way
this picture's so fucking good!
Yeah.
It's so good! Oh, yeah! Oh.
What were you saying, Vivian? Sorry?
I love the way Ringo does the "lay it to me."
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Like he does it like it's like a desperate call.
Yeah.
It is. It's so good. I fucking... Like, you see what I mean about wishing the sequence was more, like, stretched out in the episode, because, like...
Yeah.
Even with this much, I can envision an entire, like, extraordinarily stressful sequence playing out, ultimately culminating in, like, the smash. Like, I feel like... I think it'd be really cool for there to be an adaptation where, like, we cut from, like, James... Like, as the van is getting kind of pressed, we cut to James's wheels, and he, like, slips down the hill a bit, and then as that happened, you hear the fucking crunch.
Yeah, you hear, like a small crunch.
Yeah.
Like a tiny splinter. That's where you get the, I wish I'd never thought of this as like, they ramp up one by one. And, like, you can even see, like, the pressure in the illustration, how, like, some of the planks are starting to split apart. It's awesome.
It's so fucking good. And the TV series does a good job of this as well. Like, I love the brake van smashing that they actually have in the episode, even if they were a little bit silly and forgot to remove Douglas's nameplates.
Yeah. And they try to cover it up, but in the restored version, no one got the memo.
Or in the unrestored version, actually. Because the restored version doesn't even cover it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. Nobody got the memo.
Right, okay, sorry.
Yeah. Now you're good.
But yeah, this is just one of the all-timers of all of Thomas, in my opinion. Like, it's the ultimate petard hoist. Spiteful, getting smashed to death, death, quotation marks. It's funnier if he lives, but we'll talk about that next page. Like, getting fucking smashed to pieces between a slipping train and Douglas refusing to give up. Like, it was mesmerizing to me as a kid, and I adore the extra flavor the book gives to it. It's just chef's kiss, A++, amazing scene.
The way the book portrays it as well, it like conjures up such like fucking potent like mental imagery.
Exactly.
Of what's happening. Like it, God.
And like the illustration,
is just fucking excellent, and like
you already said it was good, but like this is such a fucking good Douglas here. Like his like little puffed up face as he's trying to go, like the little motion lines of like his wheels going and the sparks coming out of the funnel. Like it's so good.
I find it interesting that the van never once tries to say to Douglas to just stop.
Well,
he hates Douglas.
He hates Douglas, exactly.
But I feel like
to the bitter fucking end.
He's too spiteful to beg for his life.
Yeah. Why would he beg Douglas for his life.
Yeah.
Do we know why he doesn't like Douglas, or is he just a hater?
No,
He's just a hater.
Literally just saw these two identical men walk into town, and he's just like, I hate that one specifically.
Maybe Douglas bumped into him on accident in the first day or something. I don't know.
Trucks knew better than to try any tricks.
Yeah.
Maybe he was the one that didn't catch on like that.
Yeah.
The one that got away. Actually, they play instrumental of fucking Strength, like the song, in the Angelus audiobook during this bit.
That's real good.
You gotta have strength to
Strength
brutally
to
kill a man.
That guy. Strength to grind him too much.
I might have known it would be Douglas.
I'm sorry, sir. Maybe I was clumsy, but I wouldn't be beaten by yon tricksy van.
I see,
said the Fat Controller. Edward brought workmen to clear the mess. Douglas was grand, sir, he said. James had no steam left, but Douglas worked hard enough for 3. I heard him from my yard.
2 would have been enough, said the Fat Controller dryly. I want to be fair, Douglas, he went on. I admire your determination, but I don't know. I really don't know.
He turned and walked thoughtfully away.
And this was
This
all I had of this
fucking guy.
story.
Yay!
I never saw the resolution.
Yeah, I never had the deputation as a kid. I mean, I had this book,
Me
so
neither.
eventually I learned, but, like,
Yeah, same here.
I only had this episode for so long, but, like, honestly, it really works as an ending. Like, the Fat Controller just going, this fucking guy.
Oh, this fucking guy.
So,
I also...
Went to the Fat Controller.
I do like the remains of the Spiteful Break Van we see here.
that's a corpse.
Admittedly, I am quite partial to the fucking...
Black
The
eye.
the
crane
black eye
lifting his
face
dead
being
face.
lifted. Yeah, dangling the face in the episode. Again, I think it's
Yeah,
funnier if he
it's funny.
lives and is just, like, moaning obscenities about the whole
Yeah.
thing. Like, I fucking hate you.
Turn it into a Wile E. Coyote sketch.
Yeah, like, make it a bit. Make it a bit. It's extraordinarily funny.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm sure some people probably don't like it. I think Scruffy surviving and just shutting the fuck up is really funny.
Yeah,
That it is pretty funny.
like, this is...
But, like,
This is the way you get away with wagon gore in Thomas and Friends, is you just fucking play it for laughs. Oh, it didn't hurt that much. Oh, those trucks fell to pieces, they're still laughing about it, they'll be put back together off screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Scruffy and Spiteful, oh, they play all their tricks, but they get fucking blasted apart. Oopsie doodle.
Not those guys that Arthur
Like-
fucked up, though. Those guys are dead.
No, those guys are dead.
yeah, those guys are dead.
They got fucking telescoped. They're not coming back.
They are dead.
Arthur's first fucking day, he got a body count.
Yeah.
A body count of like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Includes
Not to
the
mention all the
fucking
fruit.
guard
Happy
and
Pride.
the signalman that got hit by high impact fruit.
High impact,
High impact
fruit is
fruit, you
also
say.
high
Happy
impact-
Pride.
High impact. There are so many jokes I can make, but none of them are appropriate,
Impact
so I'm
play.
just gonna not.
Fucked up. Oh, this ending is just excellent. I love
Yeah.
the story so fucking much. Like,
I,
it's clear the Fat Controller is impressed by Douglas refusing to give up. Like, but it's just like... But he's such a
But
fucking
my
dipshit.
arrangements!
I only need one
My
engine.
fucking arrangements! Ah!
I would like to very quickly talk about the slightly unusual way in which the goated My Thomas story library adapts this.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yes.
How do they do that?
Tell on.
Which is, So, it starts off with Hello Twins, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the baseline of that story is there, and then it goes into the missing coach. So, Douglas loses the coach, the crowd storms out, and they do not do the tender swap. So it's just Douglas is in shit, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do half of Break Van. Particularly, they do the scene where Donald crashes into the signal box. So, they are now on even footing, meaning that the Fat Control doesn't know what he's doing, because, they've both fucked up.
Yeah.
And then they don't adapt anything with Spiteful, and they skip right into the Deputation.
Yeah. It's a very interesting way to do it.
Well, how can it be goated if it doesn't have Spiteful in it?
Well, it's goated because it's inherently part of the My Thomas story library, which is the best continuity in the series.
Okay. Sure.
I do prefer it to the show.
Like, listen, I don't like them cutting Spiteful, but I think the way they did it is interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Like,
Just
just
the way that makes sense.
just combining it all into one long story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, technically this book already is one long story.
Yeah.
What the story library book does is, like, smush it together even further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in doing so, much like Douglas, smush the Break Van out of existence.
Anyway, the point is, everybody read the Thomas story library books. They're really good.
Yay!
Yes. Now, there was something that I neglected to mention earlier, because we were talking about the toys of the Spiteful Break Van. And how the Bachman one went for the wooden railway angle,
Yeah.
which went for the railway series angle. The Ertl one went for the TV angle, where he's just a normal, like, BR 20-ton with a face.
Yeah.
And the character card for the Ertl Break Van, he's just called Break Van, is very interesting because it reads as follows. Break Van is a Brown Guards engine. He is a disagreeable engine who always causes trouble. He does, however, work very hard with Donald and Douglas to keep the trucks in order.
None of that's true.
That's all just wrong. Who the fuck did they have writing the shit for Ertl?
So, I actually
It's the same motherfucker. It's probably the same motherfucker who did the silly Vans one, where it's like, oh, good old James has the Vans in order, or whatever the fuck it was.
I
just remember the phrasing of good old James.
actually have a story about Ursel Spiteful.
Yeah.
Which is, Ursel in the UK stopped being produced in 2005, but they were still pretty easy to find for the next couple of years. There were multiple shops around me that were stocking Urtles until 2007, 2008, roughly. And my parents really didn't like the redesigned Urtel coupling, because they
Fair.
couldn't couple very easily to other stuff. So
Yeah.
they flatly refused to buy me the Urtel Spiteful Break Van when I saw it in a shop one day, because they thought the new coupling was dumb.
Fucked up.
So I don't own it. Like, I wanted
Damn.
him, I saw him, and I was like, yay, that guy. And they were like, no. My dad was like, no, you're
No.
not fucking getting him, no. Not a chance. Refused to buy Spiteful Break Van, insists on buying Dennis.
Yeah. Like, I like your dad. He says hi, by the way. But those are some questionable takes from him.
Yeah.
I must say. I must admit.
So do we want to move into rankings now?
Yeah, we can move into
Yes.
rankings.
Yeah. So, I'm going to keep this brief, because I spent so long singing the story's praises. Obviously, it's getting a fucking Douglas from me. Like, no question.
Yeah.
This is far and away the best story
No
in the book,
question.
and every single page of it is a delight. Like,
Yeah.
it's that guy. It
that
is
one
just
guy
peak
everybody
fiction.
likes.
I don't know what else to say. Sorry, the Iliad, you've been outdone by single chapter from children's storybook from 1960.
Honestly, I'm just gonna say yes, repeat. Because I really like this one. This one's solid as fuck, so I'd also say Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Douglas. Douglas for me.
Yeah, Douglas Sweep,
Douglas sweep.
Douglas
You know,
sweeped so hard that
that's-
he crushed the van.
Yeah.
Dog, I know Audrey's pen was on fire. Like the gif when he wrote that "we know, don't we" line.
Yeah, like, his pen was on fire the whole fucking story. This shit rocks.
Especially there.
This shit fucking rocks.
His pen's on fire. It's just like, holy fuck. What the
Gosh,
hell?
this is
That
hot.
happened.
What happened? Why is my pen?
I should pour some water on this
I should
to make
call
sure
the
I don't get burnt.
I
Margaret.
should call the fire brigade.
Margaret,
I should
get
call
me
the fire
a
brigade.
bucket of water.
So that was a fast ranking. Next time on the Railway Series Book Club, we will be covering the final chapter of the Twin Engines. It's the Deputation.
The disputation.
Hi.
The Depot Station.
The depot station.
The
The devastation.
Transformers Devastation. You can't buy it.
You can't?